The PSVR2 is finally available, and for those of you who are fortunate enough to own Sony's most recent VR headset need to know some hidden settings and crucial features. However, the PSVR2 is a simple headset because after plugging it into the system, you'll get the same PS5 menu that you're used to. But in this video, I'll be telling you the 10 crucial settings and tips that you won't be able to find on the PSVR2 user manual or catalog. So first things first, turn on your quick menu. With the fast menu in PSVR2, it's simple to access frequently used options. Simply double-tap the PlayStation button on your controller to access the PSVR2 fast menu. If you're having problems with finding the volume control on the PSVR2, then you can find this by tapping the PlayStation button to open the bottom menu, choosing Sound. You can access the volume control for PSVR2 instead of being in the quick settings menu or speaker icon. PSVR2 is located in the Sound menu. Click on it to access the volume control. Do you know you can quickly access the pass-through view of the headset with just one click by pressing the button on the button of the PSVR2? If you frequently play multiplayer VR games, you can choose to rebind this button to toggle the microphone mute instead, which might be helpful. To do that, go to Settings, then Accessories, then PlayStation VR2, then VR Headset section, then Function Button Assignment, and then change it to Mute Microphone on the PSVR2. Now, let me tell you the sweet spot for PSVR2 lenses, where everything is the clearest. It is so small, but it's crucial to fine-tune the lenses to match your individual IPD. Thankfully, PSVR2 offers a lens calibration feature that's simple to use at any moment, even while playing a game. When you first set up your headset, you'll be prompted to run the calibration. However, since you put on the headset slightly differently each time, and occasionally the lenses can get bumped, adjusting their spacing, it's worth running the calibration every few sessions to ensure you're seeing the clearest image possible through the headset. Every time a new wearer of the headset puts it on, you should also do the calibration process to ensure the best fit. Double-tap the PlayStation button on the controller, then choose Change Visibility from the Fast Settings menu to perform lens calibration on PSVR2. The calibration will help you to get the optimal distance between lenses. In addition to that, you'll be informed if the headset is sitting too high, low, or awkwardly on your head, and fitting ensures the accuracy of the eye tracking function. Do you know that PSVR2 offers the same voice commands as the PS5, and they function quite well because a microphone is situated very close to your mouth? Instead of searching through the game catalog, PSVR2's voice commands make it simple to launch games and apps and view specific settings pages instead of digging through the settings menu. Just saying, "Hello PlayStation," will get the console to start listening. You must first enable voice commands if you have never used them on a PS5. To do this, enable the options under Settings, going to Voice Command Preview. Now, talking about tracking performance, if you experience problems with your headset's tracking, you may enable a different setting that will use your TV as a tracking marker to give the headset something to lock onto. Go to Settings, to Accessories, to PlayStation VR2, to Tracking Support, and toggle the option on to enable tracking support for PSVR2. Because PSVR2 tracking is so good, most individuals shouldn't need this option. According to our tests, it might be useful in some particular circumstances, such as a room with numerous skylights letting in a ton of bright sunshine, or a space that's all white with no discernible characteristics. It should be noted that this option will only enhance head tracking. If you're experiencing tracking problems with just your PSVR2 controllers, another issue is probably to blame. So, you're using your headset to play PS5 games just like a high-end TV. But perhaps you wish your screen was a bit bigger or smaller. The good news is that you can quickly change this by double-tapping the PlayStation button on the controller to enter the PSVR2 fast settings, and then adjusting the size using the screen size slider. You may also press and hold the options button on the right controller to move the screen straight in front of you, no matter where you're looking, if you want to. No one thinks they're going to throw their controller by accident until they do. So when I use a VR headset, I always use the wrist straps, and I recommend that others do the same. The wrist straps on the PS Sense controllers are cool because Sony made them so you can tighten them with just one hand. PSVR2's Cinematic Mode lets you watch movies and play PS5 games, launch a non-VR game or app on PS5, and use a standard PS5 controller to play. Certain non-game apps can use the Sense controllers for easy navigation. PSVR2 can play flat PS5 games with a 120Hz performance mode and display HDR material like an HDR TV. PSVR2 automatically runs VR games at 120Hz and HDR, whereas flat PS5 games and multimedia require 120Hz and HDR. And here are the steps to follow. Go to Settings, then Accessories, then PlayStation VR2, and then Cinematic Mode. Choose Cinematic Mode Video Output. HDR and 120Hz output are available to options. Because of tracking mechanisms, the original PSVR's headgear and controller tracking was best in a dark room. The headset's light tracking markers were easier to see in the dark, but PSVR2's inside-out tracking system makes playing in a dark room worse. The headset tracked well in low light, but it's not ideal for playing. The headset tracks best in a well-lit room, but too much sunshine, being outdoors, is also a problem. So these are the essential settings I wanted to share with you. If you find this information useful, please subscribe to the channel to watch more exciting content, and I'll see you in the next one.